Henry Burris TV is brought to you by Hockey Central Sports Memorabilia, Sylvan Lake, and Supreme Menswear, simply the best. Throughout the next couple of weeks, we'll be featuring a few of your teammates that have been kind enough to drop by and try on some clothes here at Supreme. And so I want you to give me their side of the story, what they're like on and off the field. So they can hear it and then come back at you. Well, let's start. Canyon Rambo. Let's talk about Rambo and what he brings to the team, first of all.
Well, first of all, he brings energy. I mean, if you saw after the first catch against Montreal, I mean, a one-handed grab. I know TSN had him as a sixth top catch of the first half, which was BS. You know, it should have been a lot higher than that.
Sure.
But just the energy that he brings to our team. I mean, when he makes the big play, he gets people, not only the guys on our team, but also the crowd involved. I mean, you see guys like Nick and the rest of our receiving core, Romby Bryant, a number of guys just kind of feeding off that energy. And but he brings that level of intensity that really gets people going. And but he's a huge playmaker. I mean, big time. You just get the ball in his hands and he can make things happen. I mean, there's a reason why, you know, our team, you know, is up there as far as the leading team as far as in rack yards, and because of guys like Kenyon. I mean, when the guy gets the ball in his hands, he makes nothing but plays.
And what's he like off the field?
Well, actually, you know, Kenyon, he's from L.A. You know, he's from L.A. And a lot of people think that, oh, you know, he's a one-way type guy. But Kenyon, I mean, he has so many different avenues down one street. I mean, the guy, I mean, he's a laid-back type of guy. You know, such a great, smart, great guy to, you know, be around, conversate with, have fun with. But he's also a very intellectual guy. I mean, he likes to mix things up, you know, as far as where it comes to dress, food, different types of things. But he also loves to get involved in the community and get out there and help out a lot of people. But such a great guy on and off the field, a great teammate, a great friend of mine. And, hey, it's a blessing to have him as a teammate.
Nick Lewis.
Well, Nick Lewis, Nick Lewis. Well, like everybody always says,
That's what people say when he's coming at him
it's
with
Nick
the ball,
Lewis, right?
It?
But I'm gonna tell you though, there's a side. Nick Lewis to me is kind of like Snooki. You know that because. He's a Snooki in the CFL.
Snooki. No, ain't no Snooki. Come on over here.
You don't want to piss off Tina like that, because even though we're tiny bitches, I don't give it. I will attack you like a squirrel monkey.
Oh my!
No. I knew that would get him. That wake him up.
Oh, that's great.
That'll wake.
Okay. There's
Hurricane Irene is blown through Calgary. I know the gloves are off now.
Oh man. Okay.
Oh man. I knew that would wake everybody up.
Continue, if you may.
Well, no, I'm not going to compare him to Snooki. That was just kind of a, you know, kind of a little heckle there. But I'll tell you, Nick Lewis is the type of guy. He to me, he's a bag of like so many different talents. I mean, if you see the guy, typically you wouldn't think, number one, he's a running back more than a receiver on the field. But when you get the ball in this guy's hands, I mean, I've never seen a guy, you know, have the effect that he has on a game whenever the ball's in his hands. He's not the fastest guy, he's not the biggest guy, but when he plays much bigger than probably anybody else out there. I mean, he's a hybrid. I mean, the guy can go in there, block linebackers, block defensive ends, and, you know, of course, we joke around with him. We call him Willie Rofe during meetings and film and stuff, but the guy plays big always, and he's always been a big-time leader. But to me, that's probably been the number one thing I've really admired about his game, going from just being the playmaker that he's been for us time in and time out, consistent, and therefore it's each and every game. But now he's also a leader on our team, a guy who shows guys, you know, hey, this is the one side as far as, hey, you can enjoy yourself off the field, but whenever he comes to work, he brings his lunch pail with him.
Juwan Simpson.
Well, Juwan Simpson, I mean, he's a guy to me who was a diamond in waiting. I mean, because, you know, Juwan I thought was always played out of position. And when he finally got a chance to move to his spot, which was the middle linebacker position, now we're seeing the reason why he's here. Because, I mean, Juwan, he's a tenacious player. I mean, he's all over the field. I mean, he's a guy you'll see on the sideline. He'll tell you a joke. You'll have you laughing. But once he puts on that helmet, he switches gears. I mean, he becomes a a maniac. I mean, he's out there flying around, getting the fans all involved, but he's also a smart player, intuitive player. He knows the spots where the guys should be. He gets guys lined up, and when that ball snapped, he's sideline to sideline making plays. And there's a reason why to me, he was the Defensive Player of the Year last year in the CFL, but because it was his first time being up for that award, they didn't give it to him. But to me, nobody deserved that award more than him. And there's a reason why this defense is one of the tops in the league again, and it's because of 1-2.
Have you explained to him how the Eastern voters work in the CFL?
I know. I told him he's going to have to learn it. Just like Archibald, just like Joffrey, just like I went through in 08. You're going to have to, kind of gain their respect and get the opportunity for them to see you and get to know you. And now next time your name's up there, they're going to push you right through.
Well, the first thing the Eastern guys have to do is actually watch a CFL game.
Yeah, exactly.
And once they watch some of the Western teams, then it's a no-brainer.
They think it's hockey.
Yeah.